The Clever Woodcutter and the Magical Forest. Once upon a time, in a small village between the mountains and valleys, there lived a poor woodcutter named Salim. Salim was kind-hearted and worked every day chopping wood from the forest to sell at the market. He had nothing but an old axe and a tiny wooden house he built with his own hands. But even though he was poor, Salim was very clever and loved helping others. He always said, "Wisdom is a treasure greater than gold and silver." One day, while cutting wood deep in the forest, Salim heard a strange voice. "Ouch! Please don't hurt me." Surprised, Salim looked around and saw a talking tree. The tree spoke in a soft, sad voice. "Please don't cut me down. I am a magical tree. If you save me, I will reward you." Salim was amazed, but he kindly said, "Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I never harm anyone who asks for help." Suddenly, the roots of the tree opened up, revealing a small golden box. The tree said, "This is part of your reward, but remember, wisdom is more valuable than gold." Salim thanked the tree, took the box, and happily returned home. Inside the box was a little gold, just enough to buy food and new clothes. But he wasn't tea-rich yet. At the market, people noticed his new clothes and fresh smile. Some were jealous, others curious. "Where did you get this from?" they asked. Salim just smiled and replied, "A kind heart and a wise mind are the greatest treasures." King's challenge? Days passed, and the king of the land made an announcement. "Whoever can solve my 3 riddles will become my royal advisor and receive half my treasure." The rich people laughed. "This is our chance," they said. But Salim, the poor woodcutter, also decided to join. Everyone was surprised. "How can a woodcutter win?" they whispered. Riddle 1 at the palace. The king welcomed the challengers. "First riddle," the king said. "What gets bigger the more you take away from it?" Everyone started guessing, but Salim smiled and said, "A hole, your majesty. The more you take, the bigger it gets." The king was impressed. "Very clever. See if you can solve the second." Riddle 2, I cannot be seen, but you can hear me. If you call me, I run away. If you ignore me, I come back. What am I? The crowd was silent. Some scratched their heads. Salim replied calmly. An echo. The king clapped. Well done. One last riddle, the hardest of all. Riddle 3. 3 siblings. One sees but cannot speak. One speaks but cannot hear. One does not see or speak but is always with the other two. Who are they? Everyone was confused. Time passed. Then Salim said, The eye sees but cannot speak. The tongue speaks but cannot hear. And the ear cannot see or speak, but it's always there with them. The room went silent. Then the king stood and shouted, You have one. You are now my royal advisor, and half of my treasure is yours. A wise request. Salim bowed politely and said, Thank you, your majesty. But I asked for something else instead. The king was surprised. Salim said, Please build a school in my village. Let the children learn wisdom so they grow up knowing that the mind is more valuable than money. The king was amazed by Salim's wisdom and granted his wish. A school was built. Children learned. And Salim became the richest man in the land, not in gold, but in love and respect. From that day on, everyone in the village would say, A man may be poor in his hands, but rich in his mind.